back up, back up.
Thanks for coming. I've been looking forward to this delivery. Now let's take a look. This delivery looks just great. Hardly any damage. Now this is something I didn't think I'd ever get back. Guess I was too quick to give up hope. My research is going well, and I have you to thank for it. All that's left is to connect me to the chiral network. I'm ready.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I have something I'd like to give you. I hope it's to your liking. All hooked up at last. And wow, I was able to finish my analysis of the emu you brought me in an instant. Turns out it was absolutely riddled with parasitic chiral microbes. It would seem their presence was enough to alter the emu's temporal flow, which is probably why it didn't grow older when exposed to timefall. This all but confirms what the chronobiologist has been saying. Hosts for these chiral microbes are subject to the timeless influence of the beach. It's still unclear how this might be related to extinction entities, but it's a vital clue for solving the mystery of the Death Stranding. An extinction entity has the capacity to trigger the last stranding. And if that comes to pass, the end of humanity itself is assured. Higgs attempted to make use of one such entity back in the UCA, but I know you personally put a stop to his plans. Hartman told me everything about those events. It's anyone's guess what Higgs is trying to accomplish this time, but I believe in you. And that's why I'm giving you these. EX capture grenades are invaluable weapons that work by leveraging the temporal properties of parasitic chiral microbes to great effect. In essence, they allow you to defeat weakened BTs in an instant by drastically destabilizing their intrinsic flow of time. But that's not all. These grenades can give you the means to summon your own BTs to attack other BTs. Should work on all larger specimens. I've prepared a few for immediate use. There's so much we can learn by studying chiral microbes, you know? They might even hold the answer to treating 21-minute syndromes like mine. Yes. Next time you're able to inflict significant damage on a large BT, try tossing an EX capture grenade into its mouth. Not only will you neutralize your foe, but you'll find it also leaves behind a milky white chiral crystal. I've taken to calling these objects BT crystals. If you see one, make sure you don't forget to pick it up. I say that because if you've got one on hand, you'll be able to use it the next time you encounter a large BT. The BT crystal will react with the tar and transform into a variant of the BT you captured. When activated, the crystal will summon a variant of the BT that spawned it, which will emerge from the depths of the tar. Ordinary large BTs will perceive this variant as a critical threat and proceed to attack on sight. Yes, I'm also a member of the 21-Minute Anxiety Association. The chronobiologist happens to be another member. We're sisters, in fact. Our mother belongs to the group, too. She's a hydrologist working out of Hartman's lab. Perhaps you've already met? We've all got similar conditions, but I'm not sure if genetics is a relevant factor. But whatever the cause of our syndromes may be, we are all trying to study the world and find answers in our own ways. While we've discovered plenty of chiral creatures that resemble smaller animals like rats and spiders, as their name might suggest, chiral microbes are even tinier. They're parasitic by nature and favor hosts from the world of the dead. They're just an amazing discovery all around. The final missing piece I needed for my research. In recent days, large BTs have been growing more active in the region to the south of this facility. It's possible that this too could be a consequence of Higgs's efforts. If you're headed that way, you had better be prepared for the worst. Though that might also be a good opportunity to give those EX capture grenades a try. I just know they'll prove effective. And if you're interested in some additional work, I'd also like you to take the emu you brought me to the animal shelter. The staff there want to look after it, and I don't have the proper facilities to give it a home here anyway. I've posted a sub-order for this request. There's no rush. You can pick it up from the delivery terminal here whenever you're ready. Thanks again for all your help. I'll probably be hitting you up again.
Sam, your next destination is the F5 East Distribution Center, which can be found near the southeast shore of the lake close by. I'm told one of the staff members there is an old acquaintance of yours. Anyway, a main order has been entered into the system. You can access the delivery terminal here to undertake it. That said, another request concerning the animal you rescued has also caught my eye. Alternatively, you can undertake this sub-order first if you wish. I leave it up to you, Sam.
Beckel. Gotcha!
Later, alligator.
Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Oh, almost lost it there.
Just like that, Sam.
Back off. Back off.
Keep it up, Sam.
Back off. Back off.
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal. Process your orders and requests. Chiral decontamination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Sam, hey there, buddy. Was hoping I'd get to see you. It's me. Don't act like you've forgotten. Well, you didn't think it was Igor, did you? Anyway, guess I better process that cargo of yours. Gotta say, Sam, you really are the best. Bringing me deliveries in such great condition. I don't even know how many times you've come to my rescue, Sam. All right, it's time for you to do you-know-what.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
You're a real lifesaver, you know? I'm guessing you saw the Tar Lake out west of here, yeah? That's where the settlement known as Lakeside Fort Knott used to be. Whole place got wiped clean off the map by a void out. And since that day, the tar's been eating away at this facility. Some weirdness with the currents, or at least that's what folks are saying. But the stuff you just brought me, I might just be able to keep the tar corrosion at bay. Finally. I've shared some data with you as well. Feast your eyes on these grenade launcher and cargo catapult schematics, both new and improved designs. You'll find they're a damn sight better than stuff you used to use back in the UCA. Recently, folks living here have been talking about this group of guys in red they saw creeping around. Got something to do with Higgs, more likely than not. One more thing that's had us worried these days. But now that you're here, I think we can all finally take a breath. Before I forget, got a new suit design to give you as a gift. One favored by a prepper back in the UCAs, you may recall. Try it on for size, why don't you? Well, the grenade launcher has been configured to fire MP shells. Human, mech, BT, doesn't matter. You can use it against all types of enemies. Now, the cargo catapult still does exactly what you'd expect. Lets you fling containers to the tops of mountains and whatnot. However, you can now also use catapults to launch certain throwable weapons as projectiles. After launching a payload, you can use a catapult pod's integrated camera to tweak trajectory and aim for a specific point of impact. It's a way of attacking targets in hostile areas from a good, safe distance. Pretty cool, right? This stuff will come in handy, I'm sure of it. It happened sometime after I arrived with one of the early expeditions. The giant BT showed up, made contact with the resident, and boom, void out. Same old story. Massive void outs happen in the UCA too, remember? Or maybe you don't. Chiral network coverage was somehow unaffected, but unfortunately, thousands of people were caught in the explosion. And you know, every time this happens, I can't help but think about Igor. Something like that. I suspect it was a squad of ghost mechs myself. I heard about you shutting down that weapons factory, but arms and ammo are still finding their ways into the hands of bad guys, aren't they? So Higgs is still stirring up trouble behind the scenes, I presume. We're attempting to develop methods to help folks put a stop to his activities. And the weapon data we shared with you is one of the products of our efforts. I tell you, a world where we don't need these damn things can't come soon enough. But on the bright side, we at least have some researchers who are based at Lakeside Fort Knott helping us out here. And if you're up for it, maybe you can help us with our work too. This is just how it went down back in the UCA. We think we were done for. Then the man who delivers shows up. Truth is, you're the reason I volunteered for the advanced expedition. The reason I was able to keep going. We figured if I did, I might get a chance to see you again. That BB pod you're carrying is different than I remember. Doesn't have my brother's keepsake attached anymore either. But hey, life's not just about things. Promise me you'll never forget Igor, Sam. He's gone, but he still feels so close, you know? Sorry. We should probably talk about work. An order with your name on it just came in. A request from a guy not far from here who spends his days fishing in the tar. Come to think of it, I believe he's one of the precious few survivors of the Lakeside Fort Knott void out. It's filed under sub-orders on the delivery terminal here. Take a gander and see what you think. Right. I'll leave you to it. Keep on keeping on.
Fine work as always, Sam. Now come back to this ship and get some rest. Also, we've identified what may be a ghost mech outpost. I'd like you on standby. Your next order might be a dangerous one.
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
Back off. Back off, back off, back off.
Sensing any BTs nearby. Let's move quickly and grab the cargo.
Back off. Back. Back. Back on. Back off. Back off.
Sam, did you hear that? It sounded like a creature of some sort.
Back off. Back off. Back off. Perfecto.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
Whoa, you got it back for me. You really went out and recovered every last container. Right, give me just a moment to check the damage. Now this is nice. You kept it in fine shape despite the journey. Thank you so much, really. All right, use your Cupid to put me on the network.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So you've hooked me up. Cheers for that. The network should help me continue my pursuit of the Lord. Yeah, him. I wager you've heard him sing out by the Tar Lake, haven't you? Private fella, rarely shows his face, but when he does appear again, it'll be a bloody catastrophe. On a scale of what happened to Lakeside Fort Knott. Catch my drift? But it's my hope that the cargo you pulled over here will prevent anything like that. So, thanks again, Sam. Oh, and the data I shared with you is for a remote detonation grenade launcher. Humans, mechs, BTs, it's good against them all. Something tells me you're gonna need it real soon. The Lord of the Tar Lake, a monstrous fish, legendary round these parts. I went out with some mates of mine to try and finally catch the bastard. Which is how we learned we weren't dealing with a fish at all. It's a giant BT. In fact, it used to be a pair of giant BTs. And one of them was responsible for the void out that reduced Lakeside Fort Knott to a smoking crater. Our ship went down in the chaos. My mates went down with it. I was the only survivor. Couldn't tell you how I got away from the wreck. Don't remember a thing. I woke up in the company of those twins. They're the ones who saved my life. But don't think that's the end of the story. I can still hear the Lord singing, The other BT. It's still out there. And we've got to do whatever it takes to kill it. The cargo you brought me from our ship is just the thing we need to track it down. I'll be conducting a detailed investigation. And when I've got a lead on its whereabouts, I hope I can count on your help. Cheers for the help. Really, the Lord of the Tar Lake is a threat we can't afford to ignore. It's a catastrophe waiting to happen. So I will need your assistance in the future. It's not the kind of enemy I can take on alone. I'll update you when I know more. Until then, stay safe and stay in touch, mate.
Perfetto.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Speckle. 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 Speckle.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
You feeling all right? Because you've looked better, you know. You should take a load off while I process the orders. Look at this combat log. You're a dangerous man. Good for you, getting this cargo here. I've been making progress in my work thanks to you. Let me give you a little something in return. You need more materials, am I right? And let's increase your allocation.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
It's a cargo cover designed for use with a backpack like yours. You can use it to protect your deliveries from the degradation caused by timefall. And if you happen to take a bit of a tumble, it'll prevent your cargo from falling out of your backpack as well. Of course, there's a limit to how much cargo you can shield with it, and important pieces take priority, obviously. No doubt you'll have plenty of those, so be sure to use the cover to protect them. And just so you know, I'm making progress in my investigation into the Lord of the Tar Lake. I've finally been able to access the observational records from that cargo you went out and recovered for me. It seems the Lord doesn't usually emerge from the depths for one and all to see. I'll review the historical data on hand and try to determine what, if anything, might prompt him to reveal himself. Thanks again for your help, and be safe.
Order completed. Well done.
Thank you.
Beckham. Beckham. Yeah, sure thing. Hey, mine's heavier. Beckham. Beckham.
Construction process now complete.